Overcoming to Dr. Salimon with from Group Bravo. Before I start the presentation, let me have a chance to introduce myself. My name is Liu Soi with match number 277-053. Today, I will present about problem statement, research question, and research objective. Based on the article we choose, I noticed that problem statement is measuring the quality of e-service is difficult since there are variations between web-based customer service and traditional customer service. To ensure that customers receive knowledgeable and dependable support, marketers should improve their service quality such as reliability and empathy. Well, for the research objective, the first one is to determine whether desired credibility influences purchase intention, to determine whether perceived usefulness influences purchase intention, to determine whether responsiveness influences purchase intention, to determine whether trust influences purchase intention. Last, for the research question, the first one is does desired credibility influences purchase intention? The second one is does purchase usefulness influences purchase intention? The third one is does responsiveness influence purchase intention? The last one is does trust influence purchase intention? That's all from me. I will pass to the next presenter. Thank you.
Hi all, my name is Ye Byung Chong with matrix number 27003. Now I will continue with the data collection method. The researchers are implementing a survey as a means to obtain primary data. A survey is a means of gathering information from a big group of people about a specific issue by asking them a series of questions. The researchers also use a computer-animated survey to collect data which was produced using the Google form. The researchers then distribute it to the respondents, who are varsity students, through the internet by giving those links to the researchers' Google form. By that time, the respondents had completed the questionnaire on their own, with no aid from the researchers. This survey has the advantages of being simple to conduct and send, and also less expensive than the traditional surveys, and data can be collected and analyzed fast.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Muhammad Faiz Muhammad. My tag number is 270-411. Alright, I will continue with my part, which is demographic of respondent. If you can see at the table overall summary of respondent demographic profile of 230 questionnaire. Alright, we refer first at the table. Okay, majority of them were female, which is 66.5%, while the rest were male, which is 33.5%. Most of the respondents aged from 20 to 24 with a percentage of 59.5%, and age from 16 to 18 is lowest, which is only 1.5%. Alright, in the study, more than half of respondents were Chinese, which is 64.5%, while the second is Malay, which is 22.5%. Okay, the program of study with the highest frequency were marketing, management, business administration, internship, risk management, and insurance cost, with the percentage of 55.5%, whereas the lowest was business mathematics and mathematics course with a percentage of only 1.5%. Alright, there are many respondents only have 1 to 4 years in being interacting with the mobile and online platform, which is only 49%. While the second highest was 22.5%, which is had 5 to 8 years of experience. Alright, we move to the next part, which is t-test. Okay, t-test basically is inference static that compares a sample mean to population mean. Okay, if you can see in the table, there is two tables, which is the table 1 and table 2. The 11th test for homogeneity of variance show that P is more larger than 0.05, thus both groups have the same value of variance. Alright, the result of t-test analysis were taken from equal variance assumed. The t-test analyzed for design creative show that there is no significant difference in the mean score between gender 1 and gender 2. Gender 1 is male and gender 2 is female. We take at 2 decimal point. Okay, for the gender 1, for the mean is 25.72, and for the SD is 5.50. And for the gender 2, which is female, for the mean is 27.05 and the SD is 5.02, with t value is 198 is equals to negative 1.7 to 1, which is P more larger than 0.05. The result revealed that both groups have equal performance of the purchase intention in the online shopping bookstore. So from this t-test, we can say that null hypothesis is failed to be rejected. Alright, that's all for my part. Thank you.
Hi doctor, my name is Wei Siang, and now I will speak about the part which is regression. First is correlation. So the table shows that the correlation of purchase intention and perceived usefulness, design creativity, trust, and responsiveness based on n equal to 100 observations. So next is the model summary. What is R squared? So R squared is used to measure the strength of the relationship between the selected model and the dependent variable. So the R squared is 0.69 of the variable of intention to use, which is strong because it exceeds 0.4. After that is the part of ANOVA. The p-value is only 0.001, which is less than 0.05. This means that the slope of the estimate linear regression model line is not equal to 0. So there is a relationship between perceived usefulness, design creativity, trust, and responsiveness, and purchase intention, because all variables are independent to the dependent variable. So therefore, the hypothesis in this study is accepted. After that is the last part of the regression, which is coefficients and collinearity diagonalities. A regression analysis was conducted to determine whether perceived usefulness, design creativity, trust, and responsiveness might be predicting the absorption of augmented reality. So last, the result showed that the independent variable has a relationship with the dependent variable if the significant value sig is less than 0.05. So therefore, no variables should be removed. Next is a part of normality. The output shows that the normal QQ plot for all the independent variables. The data points of design creativity, perceived usefulness, and trust are close to the diagonal line. Therefore, the data have normal distribution, except the responsiveness, because some of its data points are not close to the diagonal line. Therefore, the data have an abnormal distribution. After that is the part of correlation. This is the table of descriptive statistics and Pearson correlation. Based on the table of Pearson correlation, the results shows that all the independent variables have a positive correlation among the dependent because the value is more than -1 and less than 1. So correlations of design creativity, perceived usefulness, responsiveness, trust, and purchase intention with themselves are equal to 1. So and the number of non-missing is n equal to 100. After that, correlation of all the independent variable and purchase intention based on n equal to 100 observations with pairwise non-missing values.
Next, I will continue with the implementations. Implementation is system security that should be concerned for all online businessmen. Today, an increasing number of cyber incidents have raised public concerns, particularly among those who do the online e-commerce. Internet cases can come in many ways, such as phishing, hacking, malware, and etc. Thus, the online store must pay attention to this issue. This is because customers will prefer to visit an online business with a higher security system as compared to the one with an inadequate security system according to the research. Besides that, customer perceptions be employed as a conduct in the research. Customer perceptions are important because customers will likely purchase with the company they trust. By identifying the customer perceptions, we can improve the e-service quality in online shopping if the customer is not satisfied with the e-service quality. Customer perceptions include their opinions, emotions, and feelings about the brand, and customer will be loyal to the brand if the customer perception is positive. The last one is the researcher should put the simple and understandable questions to the respondent. This is because some respondents do not need the questions, they just take it without read the questions. And this is too many pages and questions long and hard to understand even though we see the question is simple. When the people click the link and want to fill out the Google form, they find so many questions and they will leave because they will think that this will waste their time. So I think in the future, the research should put the simple questions and put more interesting questions in front of the page of the Google form so that the respondent will enjoy the questionnaire when they answer it and they will do the question form slower and choose the correct choice.
Hello everyone, my name is Nicole Angwaisan and matrix number is 277899. I would like to present implication and conclusion of the study. For the implication of the research, the finding from our study can be a reference of guide for the other researcher for the purpose of the adoption of customer perception of e-service quality in an online bookstore. This is because the customer perception is influencing the customer decision because what they believe and trust will influence their satisfaction. This study will also be an important reference for some institutions to investigate how the perception of e-service quality will influence purchase decision. The outcome of this study can provide useful data that will show the customer perception of information and make all researchers more understand about these variables influence the purchase decision. The online business keep increasing and growing in the technology era, and all businesses need to pay more attention to target and attract customers by changing their perception to the group perception. Therefore, customers will be able to make the final decision when they have a good perception. Next, come to conclusion. These findings provide additional evidence for the development of information about the duration-based approaches. Overall, this study shows that all independent variables such as perceived usefulness, design credibility, trust, and responsiveness has a relationship with the dependent variables such as purchase intention. In terms of perceived usefulness, UM students prefer to purchase online and it is more convenient, while the design credibility refers to UM students are more preferring to buy on those online stores because provide a beautiful and smooth website design. For trust, they are more prefer to buy in a safe and secure online stores, while responsiveness refers to UM students are more preferring to buy in a store that is always willing to help and provide quick response to them. Therefore, all of these variables need to make into consideration by all businesses to enable them can attract customer perception and enhance their online purchase decision. That's all for our group. Thank you.